Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. How are you all? How are you, Ryan?
I'm warm.
It's roasting in here.
It's so warm. I got a new jumper.
I mean, using the term new very loosely there.
Yeah, well, it's definitely not new. I got it second hand, you know.
Charity shop.
No, I got this one in Vinted.
Vinted?
Yeah.
Very nice. I've been scouring Vinted for the past couple of days.
Have you?
Yeah.
I do all my shit on Vinted. It shows.
I've been trying to find a certain thing for
Oh,
a
I know,
stag
you've
do that's
told
coming
me.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, stag.
it's been impossible to find. We can't mention it just in case.
I know, I can't.
On the off chance.
No, somebody.
An unlikely chance.
It's not that. Somebody will fucking do it and tick it out and then message. That's what it is. It's nothing to do with.
That's true, actually. That is very
not
true.
it. I don't trust basically you rats that listen to this. That's essentially what we're kicking off today's episode of. Don't trust you rats to not fuck the whole thing up. Yeah, no, I do. That's pretty funny though. But I have been on Vinted. You know, you send in something and then it comes back and you're like, this is dog shit. I'll just resell it.
It's
just a constant churning job.
Is that all you do? Just resell it again?
Yeah, if something comes, you're like, that's great. I'll keep that. That's useless. Then you just start to just get into take it as like a chain.
So then you're almost just hiring clothes.
Yeah, I essentially think it's like that.
That's a good. Do you know what?
I've been doing this recently because and then you're like, after you read out my fucking thing, and then you're just like, I'll just put everything up for even the shite stuff. I'll stick this all up for £2 and just write, this is old, whatever. Some people are like, perfect, I need one of them for whatever reason. And you're just like I have it set up with a shop next door as well, so it's all from the shop next door. You can set I only do every deliveries or whatever. Right. So you just basically go into the shop next door with a package and they have everything and you just go, here.
So, do you know what? People are constantly trying to think of new business ideas.
Yeah.
Hiring clothes. I don't know if anybody does that. Surely there must be
There must be high-end hiring clothes. You want a low-end clothes hiring?
I mean, I know you can hire a kilt for a wedding.
Yeah.
Or you could hire a tuxedo for an event. But does anyone just do
underwear? I get them on. The hire an underwear shop. It's great. They've got reels of how old they actually are.
Yeah, just this tattered cloth at the back.
It's great when you fucking what you call it. It'd be great if when you got a pair of boxers or something on it, they're like, all right, you have to sign the book and we take a picture. And you open up a book and you get to go through all the different people that have worn these pair of boxers. You're like, oh.
19 previous owners.
Yeah. Looks sick. Little stories with them. It was a cigarette butt that burnt the whole hole just below the waistband.
How was Belfast?
It's always good. It's always fun,
The Empire.
The Empire, yeah. So there was a lot of people from Blackpool and they were loving life. They were the best crowd.
On a weekend away?
We can't escape Blackpool. Blackpool came to Derry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That just shows you that's such an insult in Derry, which is or not Derry, this was Belfast, right?
Aye.
Which is a good city. But yeah, fucking
Londonderry. I saw
London, Belfast.
I saw Conor McGregor. You sent me a thing, Conor McGregor getting on at somebody from Derry.
Yeah, he deleted it immediately because he realised it was a day before the Bloody Sunday memorial.
What was it? They had a Tricolor in there.
They had a Tricolor in there. It's not a Tricolor.
Tricolor.
A Tricolor.
Is it not Tricolor?
No, Tricolor, 3 colours.
I know.
No one calls it a Tricolor.
I know why it's
I've
called.
never ever heard anyone call it a Tricolor before.
Fuck, how embarrassing! I've been calling that my entire life.
Have you?
Tricolor.
It sounds like a fucking. You're trying to make it a superhero. The Tricolor. That's a super villain.
The Tricolor.
It's just a Tricolor. The Tricolor.
Right. Google will do this, right?
Yeah, this will be good.
How do you say Tricolor?
You're just going to write.
I know.
Trickler, like the Riddler.
I've genuinely been saying it like this all my life.
No, it's just a Tricolor.
Right, wait a minute.
Tricolor.
Fuck. Oh well.
Yeah, don't say Tricolor.
Tricolor. Tricolor. God, this is really embarrassing. I've been going all my life with this.
Place full of tricklers.
Jesus Christ.
We've done the Ireland games a nightmare. Place full of fucking
That's why
tricklers.
nobody ever takes me serious. Never takes me seriously at the marches. Fuck's this idiot? Is it the wrong thing?
This guy's hardcore. He won't even call it its real name. He's made up some shit about it. I can't even say the word.
So sectarian, I refuse to even say the word.
Those are fucking tricklers. Try to say it as quick as you can.
Have I told you about my new fear?
What's, I don't know. I like
Dementia.
that. You have a fear of dementia?
Yeah.
Why?
Because quite a few people in my family have died of dementia.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah.
And
I reckon I'll definitely get it. I'm definitely the type. I'm
I've
already
seen-
halfway there.
I've seen, like, my uncle died of it just before Christmas. And I was talking to...
Deserved, by the way.
But I've watched like fucking documentaries and shit, and it looks like, I was talking to Milo about this, right? Now, do you reckon having dementia and not knowing, I think the worst thing is having dementia and knowing you've got dementia. I think that's the
Yeah.
hell. I think that's the hell of, it's like the hell of having, like, being completely paralyzed, but your brain's still working.
Yes.
Like, your brain's ticking over and going, I know what I'm capable of,
Yeah.
but I can't do it. I think that's hell.
Yeah.
Whereas if you don't know you've got dementia,
fine.
is life class?
Well,
Is it like being off your tits all the time? Every day, everything's new all the time.
Well, what happens from my granddad's got it at the moment, right? So we're going and he's in a home now, like they fucking deal with it, right? And it's what I've noticed, I think, is when he first started getting it bad, he was really angry at the house because he was confused. He basically knew. I think that's like, you have it.
Aye.
Blah blah blah. Angry, confused, nightmare around the house. Blah blah blah. Went to the home and it basically kind of like fully got him. Now he's basically just away now, pretty much all the time. Even when he's there, I don't think he knows he's confused. He's just chatting to you, but it's just mumbling. But he's so much calmer and nicer now. Like I think you just get to a point where it's thing. But there definitely is a period I think you can get like really angry. Like
the confusion. So it terrifies me because I think it's worse for the people that are looking after you. So I've already told Amy and the kids, like, the minute. I shouldn't have said the minute anything, because it's now like if I forget where my keys are, they'll just fucking bludgeon me in the back of the head.
Fucking
like,
cattle prod.
Yeah. So I've become terrified by this. So I've started doing more brain exercises.
Oh man.
So I've got like a wee game, right, that now where I have to, there's like certain big objects and stuff, and they're all connected by screws.
Yeah.
So I have to take out screws in this particular order so things fall away.
Yeah.
Right. So I play that non-stop now. And then I've started doing Wordle again.
Okay, right.
But there's a better Wordle game by the New York Times. Connections.
Yeah, I play Connections.
Oh, Connections is awesome.
Connections is way better.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you play Strands?
No.
Strands is good. Strands is like a shitload of letters in a cube.
Okay.
And you've got to make words from it. But each word has a connecting strand. And then you need to find the strand.
Oh, I like
class.
that. That'll be good.
Absolute class. But Connections, oh my God, what a game.
Do you think Connections is going to save you from dementia?
I just think actively using my brain. Amy said to me that I don't need to worry about it that much because I use my brain quite a lot in my job.
You do, yeah.
Like there's a lot of reading, there's a lot of memorizing stuff, there's a lot of acting, like thinking quick in your job, so you're keeping your synapses firing and stuff like that. So,
but then we just melt it with drinks and drugs.
See, that's the problem.
So
that's the thing.
We take that off, and then that's way more than the average person, I would say. And then it all goes down way.
I would love to see if you could get like a level of your brain.
Yeah.
Right, your ideal brain, and everything that you've done to it.
Yeah.
Right, because you know this, right? There was a night at Tea in the Park.
Yeah.
Where I did it again at the Fringe, actually, where I attempted to beat a record of doing poppers, right? And it was 67 sniffs.
Ah, Jesus.
67 in each nostril.
Jesus.
In each nostril at Tea in the Park. And after the 67th, I essentially just melted into the floor.
Yeah, I would say
And
so.
like-
Yeah, what a massively dangerous.
I reckon that night I took quite a bit off.
Yeah, because like no harm. That's enough. That's to me what you did was more dangerous than a load of heroin in one hour.
Ah,
Fuck off. It's like solvents into your nose 127 times.
124.
124 times.
See,
into your fuck.
still doing the mask, can't I?
You have one nose.
It's not even
No,
100.
you already
it's not
have
even-
one nose.
It's not even 124. It's 134.
That's good. I'm glad you got it. Somebody at home would have been these two fucking idiots. Do you know? Can I just say this is just a curveball, right? Because you're saying like if you have dementia enough and you know you have it, you might be all right. Can I have you? Like, from your family, you said will kill me, but can I have you instead?
What is like a?
Just I fucking abuse the shit out of you.
Well, it's one of those. It's one of those
Yeah,
things
right.
you stand up and punch.
No, do you know what I'd do? Right? Actually, you know what? I'd get you and your family around, and every morning, you know, we'd come in and sit you down, right? And we'd put, we'll let television, you have one, but we'll one out for dramatic effect, right? And we're going to play, like, you know, those videos of who you are, right? But
Yeah.
it's going to be just like, by the end of it, you're just going, what? I'm not a member of the Spice Girls. Like, I'd just be playing like a complete different documentary from someone else. And then we'd be like, and you'd be like, oh, that's not me. And I go, no, of course it is, you fucking fog brain dead cunt. And then we all piss on you, right? And then we drag you out in the garden, leave you there all night. Do the same next morning.
So I'd do you.
What you do with me?
I would use you as a draft excluder, and then realise you were still too thin, and there was a draft coming in. So I'd take you out and burn you, just set you on fire like a twig.
I enjoy that eventually we both bring each other out to the garden. You're covered in piss and you're to burn me. That would be bad though if you
I'd
did something
use
like
you as
dementia.
kindling
Okay.
to start a barbecue.
Oh, right, yeah.
Snap you in three,
Sure.
and then light you.
How would you snap me though?
What?
Would you snap
Because
the
I can't put
legs?
your whole
Would you snap the
bony
legs?
frame in the barbecue. You need to be in three.
Dave Bowie.
Yeah.
Would you snap my legs like a wishbone?
No, I'd slap you in the middle.
Okay.
Middle legs. Middle, and then the knees and the neck.
Okay, right.
So I'd have 4 bits.
Okay, right. That makes more
4
sense. for
bits.
some
And then I'd do the classic pyramid thing that you do with kindling to get
Okay.
the air flowing through it.
I would cook
And then
you
I'd
up
have a
too.
cracking barbecue.
I would not sell tip. I'd stitch your head onto your arsehole and leave you out in the garden. I'd start blowing a whistle so that your kids come out and they find you. But your legs would be out and they'll just see your head coming out your arse and they'll be like, what happened? Anyway, that's what I would do.
I would shag your mum using you as a dildo. I'd decapitate you. I'd de-spine you. You know like they do in Mortal Kombat? So I've got a handle, and then I'd use your head to fuck your mum.
Oh, do you know what I would do? If you had dementia, I just keep renting cars and putting you in debt in your name. And every time, because all I would be doing is ringing your house. I'd put such proper strain on your family, keep answering these calls from you, apparently. Because they're like, is he, when we're not looking at him, is he out trying to rent cars? They wouldn't know if it's coming from you or not. Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know if I can say this on things, but apparently some, you know how I've got a good deal with the car people
Yeah.
that I know, where they give me upgrades. Apparently there's some dodgy dealings going on in there where like they've been given accounts to like drug dealers and shit like that.
Great.
So that gravy train might be over now. I'm hiring a car tomorrow, so I'll find out what the
These
situation
fucking
is.
drug dealers ruined everything.
Unbelievable, man. See if they've stopped me getting an Audi when I've actually just paid for a Ford Fiesta. I'll be fucking furious.
Yeah. That's where you'll turn on them.
Yeah, they'll fucking rue the day.
You're going to go down to that little fucking drugs place in Glasgow. You know, the little thing.
Like John Wick when he turns up at the Russians.
Yeah. Baba Yaga.
all because I'm now getting a Fiat 500 every time.
Everything's just backhands. Same blood spatters like in the show. It's just you backhanding. You fucking junkie.
Right, let's do this week's film. Now, an admission and a confession. I thought, and I'm fairly certain that I thought this film was a piece of shit when I first saw it.
Okay.
It's Signs. M. Night Shyamalan's Signs.
Yeah.
This time, I loved it.
Really?
I thought it was excellent.
I thought it was fucking shite.
Right.
This is great.
Good stuff.
Because I remember it being all right.
So we've completely switched.
So is it just
Total role reversal here.
we've like ships in the night here?
Yeah.
So I didn't remember being good, but I thought I was like, this will be a good 7 out of 10. Oh man, I laughed so much in parts of it. Like, it's real funny.
It lets itself down at a certain point.
Okay, right.
But
Yeah,
the first hour, I think, is great.
it definitely starts better than it ends.
Yeah.
Sure, but
Yeah. So the idea behind the film, if you've not seen it, is it's got our boy Mel Gibson in it. And my boy, well, I'm not going to drag you down with this.
Our boy.
Gibson love.
be great. It's such a funny man.
Yeah.
He's clearly going to do some dreadful things this year.
Yeah. He's a lapsed reverend who has lost faith in God, and
They got him basically.
and is now living with his family, which includes his brother Joaquin Phoenix and his 2 kids. And they own a farm, and they realise crop circles are on the farm.
Joaquin Phoenix was his oldest son.
No, it's his brother.
Fuck if I missed that.
What?
Joaquin
What hell of an
Phoenix
age gap that is.
Well, do you know?
Also, Mel Gibson's only 9 years older than Joaquin Phoenix.
One of my notes was, you can tell. One of my notes is, you can't fucking. This is one of my notes. Joaquin Phoenix is not convincing me he's anything under 34 in this, and you're like, he probably was.
He's not supposed to be.
Yeah, okay.
He's supposed to be his age.
I'm not gonna lie, I was completely blasted. So maybe this is why I found it, but I did enjoy it a lot. But okay.
His 2 kids and his brother Joaquin Phoenix, and then crop circles start appearing at their farm, and then which I always thought it was mostly to do with the crop circles at the farm. I didn't realise it was a worldwide alien invasion. I totally forgot that whole bit.
I also forgot that until I saw the famous bit where you see it on the news now. And
the birthday party in Brazil where the kids are screaming. Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, oh no, that's right. It is a worldwide thing.
And then aliens basically attack Earth. They don't really attack. They come to Earth. And then they're you never really. Do you ever really find out what their purpose is?
They clearly want to be. Do you know what I think about aliens? Is why they want to be found. Is they always seem to land in cornfields. They're always like, where can we land that leaves the most amount of trace?
Yes, but
they're not landing in concrete.
No, but then there's the idea that the reason they use cornfields is because it's like a map. It's like a navigation system. That seems to be. I think have cornfields been pretty much debunked as.
I don't know. Like, I mean, nothing good ever comes from a cornfield.
Corn.
It's not even good.
Fuck off. Corn's amazing.
I'm not saying, right,
a corn on the cob is
disgusting.
Unbelievable.
I hate
Are
them.
you kidding me on?
Fucking despise them. Sweet corn, all of it rotten.
Jesus,
anything sweet
corn. What a bizarre, stupid statement.
No, disgusting. A corn in the cob.
Oh my god, a corn on the
rotten.
A big corn on the cob with 2 wee forks either side, slathered in butter.
Disgusting.
Destroy it. Oh my god. Oh, I fucking loves corn on the cob.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Fuck all from cornfields. But it's always murders or aliens. Nothing ever good comes from a cornfield.
I've just said corn. That's worth it. For me, an alien invasion, I think corn is worth it to have alien invasion and murders in cornfields. I mean, they're terrifying places. When you anything like that, any wheat field or anything like that. No one ever.
Was it Theresa May? Runs through the
wheat fields, yeah.
Was it Theresa May?
Yeah, it was Theresa May, the most mental thing she's ever done.
Yeah. I'm just saying, there's always someone lurking in cornfields.
Oh, aye, because it's a perfect place to hide.
Yeah.
No one ever seems to be proper shitting themselves walking through a cornfield. I would be fucking...
Yeah.
How do you find your way back? Surely at some point you lose your bearings.
Well, I presume they're like, we have to stay on this trench.
But you can't see the house. That's the thing.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a massive. It's like a maze, but there aren't any pre-made paths.
Yeah. The biggest cloud's always north.
What?
Remember that? If you're ever stuck.
The biggest cloud is always. Shut up.
That's a genuine. Yeah.
The biggest cloud.
Scout's honor.
The biggest cloud in the sky is always north.
Yeah. If
Why
you're
is
ever
that?
lost, you do that. You just
Why is
follow
that?
the big cloud. Because it's north. It's always north. It's just a scientific fact. If you're ever lost at night, then it's the star, biggest star, brightest star. And that's the North Star. There's the.
Shut
I
up.
can't believe we've gone this
is
far.
talking utter shite.
The North Cloud.
Right, the
Do you imagine
star.
how lost you'd be if you just followed the big cloud?
So you're taking the piss of this, all right?
I don't even want to continue it. I was like,
The star thing makes sense. You can navigate by the stars.
I thought it'd
but-
be really, really funny. In my head, what's happened here is I've put this out into it, and then one of our fans is going to get lost in the woods one day, and he's going to be like, "That's right, Ryan said just follow the biggest cloud," and then he's going to end up in a fucking ravine in the middle of Serengeti somehow. You know, like yeah. So that's what I was. I felt I was being. It was a bit Joe Rogan-y that in the sense of like just leveling out, slabbering out. It feels like something people would fall for if you said just follows the biggest cloud, and that's always not.
I was just trying to think. I was like, what if it's a really? What if there's no clouds?
Yeah. Oh, that's bad. If it goes a part of the sky is the darkest blue.
But then you can navigate by the sun.
You
So
can.
it sets. It sets in the west, rises
Yeah.
in the east.
Yeah.
So then I suppose you could, if you were of that way educated, you could then look at what time it was at night, in the day, and go, right, that's where the sun is, which means that's.
I used to have a joke about this, which was, if you ever find yourself lost in the woods, just remember that the sun always rises in the east, so you have something pretty to look at when you starve to death. No, it never really went well.
Do you know how you find your way out of a forest?
Downwards.
You find water.
What do you mean?
So you listen out for water and then just follow
Water,
whichever way the water is flowing. Follow that because it's flowing towards the sea.
Yeah.
So you'll eventually come to a coastline.
Well, it was
and
like
that'll
lost
give
off the
you
coastline.
Yeah, but then you have much more chance of finding.
Yeah.
If you wander along the coastline, at least then you've got some kind of bearings. At least then you go land, not land.
Yeah. Okay. If you can also throw a daffodil in the air, and if it lands face up, you go west. Write these down.
Do you remember that thing you used to do at school where you put buttercup under your chin? See if you like butter or not.
No, this isn't the one where you put two strands of. No, what's the buttercup one first of all?
So you know a buttercup,
Yeah.
the flower,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you stick that under someone's chin, if it shines yellow, it means they like butter, and if it doesn't, they don't.
Great. I'd love to try this. I know you're taking the piss.
It's not.
I know it's probably not a thing that people used to do at
This
school.
isn't a genuine.
I'm not doing the buttercup thing.
Look, I'm genuinely not doing it for a joke. Buttercup
No, this is.
under chin. Holding a flower under your chin is a childhood game that's meant to test if someone likes butter. I mean, there's no scientific basis to it.
okay.
But you never seen a kid do that. You hold a buttercup under their chin. And then if it lights up, I mean, it always lights up yellow because it's sun reflecting off a fucking yellow thing onto skin.
Okay, well, you've just fucking built
So,
me up about
yeah.
buttercups and then let me down.
I used to do it with your mum. I used to hold my cock under her chin. Turns out she's a slag.
She loves it.
It's reflecting back.
What is blooming? Right. Here's what I would do if I was an alien. I'd leave the cornfield in a swastika.
Ah, no.
Because people would be like, "Oh my god, they're
The
back."
Nazis as well.
They're not. I was only say the Nazis are back and they're more organized than ever. But you,
I've gone, the aliens are Nazis.
honest to God, I think that would make me question. Say if aliens all keep coming and all of them were Nazis, I'd be like, maybe the Nazis were right.
They were
In
just
the
a
grand
higher.
scheme of power.
Yeah.
This is one that's going to be clipped, and people are going to be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I amazed. You would do a cock and balls.
Yeah, you do cock and balls
straight away.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
There's not one.
Yeah,
you're not telling me there's not one alien Joker that hasn't.
I'm with idiot and a big arrow pointing to the house.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah, whore barn and some rander's house.
You definitely get some Joker of an alien.
Yeah.
Some real arty craft that does the Mona Lisa. So fucking about. These are our maps, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Because I think they have been debunked that you can do it with boards.
Yeah.
Boards and ropes.
Okay.
I mean, I think it takes a lot of effort. Like, it's a lot of effort to try and prove something, or to trick people.
But did you say that you thought they were like a message for navigation? You thought
that seems to be the idea. That's the idea in this film anyway. But that always seems to be the idea in that it's like a map that they leave on Earth. But
is that because they can see it maybe from thing? Do you think this is about out of left field, right? But do you think they think, like if Neil Buchanan and Art Attack's out making a wee queen head out of coins again, do you reckon they think we're trying to contact them? And we're just like, oh shit, man, don't pay attention to him. Start Attack, dude. he killed himself, didn't he?
no,
Oh, the other guy.
totally different guy. It was Mark Spate.
Smart, wasn't it?
Smart.
Isn't that the name of the show? It was like Art
Oh
Attack.
yeah, it was. Yeah. I thought you meant it was smart that he killed himself.
Smart work. Well, he did it somewhere drastic too.
Did you not under a pier or something like that, or a bridge?
It was like in like fucking one of the train stations in London. Like it was in wasn't it? It was like in the rafters and
I knew it was something like that. Yeah.
He went out with a bang.
Yeah. If you heard the theory that Neil Buchanan from Art Attack's Banksy,
that's so good.
That'd be fucking.
That would be class.
Have you not seen him at all?
Yeah.
Like there's a huge show, Art Attack.
Because he's up with aliens. They've accidentally got a thing going. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what the idea is. It's like one of the. There's a lot of things in this film that, even though I loved it,
yeah.
Right. If we talk about aliens,
yeah,
right,
okay, right.
There's a lot of things that don't make sense. If aliens arrive,
yeah,
on Earth, and they are hostile, I reckon it would be minutes before the Earth was destroyed.
Why do you think this?
Because I don't think aliens are ever going to come across our planet by mistake.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Particularly in this, where they're clearly mounting some kind of strategic maneuver.
Yeah.
Right? So it's obviously they're planning something. I think they've not stumbled across Earth.
No.
Right?
I get
they're
that.
clearly hiding. They're camouflaging their shit.
Yeah.
My point is, any alien that arrives here and is intending harm, the harm is going to be over very, very quickly, because their technology will surely be so far advanced.
And you think they're ready for it? That's why they're here?
Yes. Okay. Now, the things in this, right? So, for a start, if the crop circles are navigation and a map, how are they so far technologically advanced to find our planet, but then have to rely on basically doodling on the Earth to find their way about?
Okay.
Surely their forms of navigation are so far advanced they wouldn't have to rely on making wee scribbles in fields.
It's a good point. Maybe it's a tattoo for the Earth. Sorry.
Just one field says mum. Another one, they are so advanced that they can't be, because they arrive and they specifically say on the news report that no radar picked it up. No nation's radar picked it up. Right? So they can't be detected by radar.
It's amazing that Mexico didn't. Full of aliens. Hi, I'm just saying it. Yeah, America is the only country in the world where an alien means immigrant.
Yeah. Right.
That's a great point, though.
Right. But they can't be detected by radar.
Yeah.
But they can be picked up on baby monitors.
Okay, right. Yeah. They hadn't fought a baby monitors, yeah.
They can clone themselves, like not cloaking, sorry.
Yeah.
They can cloak their entire ships so that they're completely camouflaged and completely invisible, but they can't open doors.
Oh yeah.
This is where shit falls down, right?
Yeah.
And the two other things that I have against aliens. One of them is a very, very famous
So you're trying to say
criticism of this.
if they can't get through doors, how do they get out of the alien ship?
No, because they've probably got electronic doors. But it seems to me that why would you have such an advanced
either
race
stupid or stupid
that
or
can't
advanced.
work out
Yeah.
fucking doors? Like it's
Okay.
it's not a difficulty. Like it's
But
not
what if you never had a concept of a door,
a door
though?
isn't a puzzle.
Yeah, I do get that.
Do you know what I mean? Like they managed to work out how to get in the house by using the coal shaft.
Yeah.
So doors.
Oh,
but
yeah,
doors,
yeah.
But doors seem to have fucking
Yeah.
perplexed them. The two other things. One of them is the main criticism of this film. The second one I have, which I'll get to in a minute. The second one I have is why are they not able to fight? Right at the end, Joaquin Phoenix is left with this alien in the living room. He's got a baseball bat. This thing's fucking huge. Like it's about 7 foot tall. It's quite hench.
Yeah.
It's quite built. Yet Phoenix is getting the better of it. Why
It doesn't really seem to attack, does it?
It doesn't have any attack moves at all.
You know, like it didn't die. Yeah, I don't know if that was just like M. Night was like, we don't have the money for any.
Aye.
You know, did you? No, this is real bad, but
Joaquin Phoenix beats. I mean, I know he's got a baseball bat, but he beats the shit out of it very easily.
there's so much stupid shit about that. Like number one as well. The part where there's two parts involving that alien at the end, right? Number one, it looked like he was going to horse the kid. When they came in and it was hanging over his two hands, he was just like, I'm going to go clean through this later. That's what I thought was going on, right? Second of all, you remember they were doing like a swing away. You know, and I was just like, if Mel Gibson went, hit it directly in the face with the baseball bat, it's still not going to know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why was doing
it doesn't speak your language.
Just speak your language.
Yeah.
So just like swing away.
Yeah.
No need for the
Yeah.
bud. Can you just smash his knees in and I'll go high? Swing away. What?
See the swing away and then winking at him.
Yeah.
Swing away. Do you know
If Mel Gibson would actually get it down. I reckon Mel Gibson would probably sexually assault the alien. In real life, I feel like, who come into my house? I feel like he'd be one of those kind of guys to teach it a lesson or whatever.
Mel Gibson would ask if it was Jewish. Let's be honest.
He's a super Jew. He's like, wrong. We're super Hitlers. We're Hitler aliens, remember?
He's got a fucking skull cap on. No, they're just bald. No, Mel. What do you reckon? Do you know how? Because I remember the criticism a lot about this also was that the aliens looked shit. I think they look all right.
Wasn't too bad. Agreed.
What do you reckon? See how it's got two legs and it's got two arms and it's got two big things coming from the side of it, like two big hangy things.
Okay.
I've got a theory what they're for. What do you reckon they're for?
For toilets.
Toilets.
Yeah, it's like if you're in a disabled toilet, there's two grips. They're
Just to pull it.
they're toilet grips.
I reckon it's for resting.
Okay.
See, like
I thought you were going to say there were two cocks. That's where I would have.
no, not two cocks. So see if you're standing up for ages.
You said that. Don't be ridiculous.
See if you're standing up for ages.
Okay.
Imagine you had two other things that you could just put out the front and then lean on.
Yeah.
So you made yourself look almost like a tripod.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I think they're for rest.
Okay. So you think you
made themselves
lean
like
up
a gate.
leaning up against the table, and there's
Yeah.
two other wee hands coming down holding
Yeah.
it.
Or
God,
you
that
can
would be
just
freaky.
prop them down. They go on the floor and you just lean.
Okay.
The main criticism of this film is the fact that why the fuck would they come to, if they are allergic to, if their only weakness is water, why would they come?
That's not why they leave. Do you remember that on the radio? Why it says they're starting to leave.
Aye, because the Middle East have managed to find a primitive way of defeating them. which I assumed
I had to
was
Google this shit. No,
which I assumed was water.
I was here. I connected the dots and it says because your mum's a dirty whore. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, India. The Indians sorted it out.
Middle East.
Oh, why did I go
The Middle East. The Middle East solved it.
Middle East solved it. Taliban
Yeah,
sorted
the
this out.
Taliban solved it with primitive measures.
It's going to be like, what did you do? So like, we just beheaded it on the video. What do you mean, what did we do? Same thing we always do.
Aliens? We thought they were journalists.
Death to the west and north. To north. Upwards.
This to the west and the far north.
The far north, that's it, yeah.
No, that's the thing. Like, why the fuck? If water is their main weakness, why would they come to a planet
With
that is 75% water? That's the main kind of thing. And also,
if they're that bad against water too, if they try to kill you, would they not like? We're mostly water too.
exactly, they seem stupid.
Yeah. Can't get through doors, but
Yeah,
advanced it.
And there's also the fact that they wouldn't even survive in our atmosphere because there's water vapor. Every time we breathe, water comes out as vapor. So the minute they landed here, they'd be dead. Like you can't tell me the amount of. It's funny. I was going to say they are out in the middle of a Pennsylvanian crop field, right, with the humidity during the day and the drop in temperature of night. When they wake up, there would be a lot of dew on the plants. But I imagine it being Mel Gibson's farm. Those dews would have been eradicated.
Fuck's sake.
But there would be. There'd be, like, go on your own fucking grass in the morning.
That's so
fucking soaking. So how would they wander about fields in the middle of the night? They're going to be fucking getting dripped with water constantly.
I just had an image of Mel Gibson out just unloading the shotgun into his front grass.
Onto the grass.
I'm like, what's he doing? He's
Fucking
like,
morning dew.
just think about it. You know what this is about. Just think about it. The neighbours.
Mel Gibson shooting the morning dew.
Yeah. That's how, what are you doing, Mel? Fucking run Hollywood. I'm like, what? Grass runs Hollywood. Oh, jeez.
So yeah, the aliens are stupid. But
Kids are fucking shouting this too.
I totally disagree. You
Fuck
fool.
I was like, I hope both these cunts die. I have a finger against the Cullen kids.
See, I didn't realise it was a Cullen, and because I was like, he looks a hell of a lot like Kieran Cullen, and then I found out that he's Rory Cullen.
Ah, that's Rory, aye.
Yeah.
I remember Rory used to be the one we chatted about. Kieran was actually always the third guy.
So what else is
And
he
now
been in
Kieran
then?
Cullen's the number
Aye.
one guy.
So what else is Rory Cullen
Rory
been
Cullen
in?
don't think he did that well. He's in this and Rory Cullen is in one other kind of big one. He was big at the time, more than like Kieran, basically. Let me see what Rory Cullen's in. He definitely is in one or two more thing. There's another brother too, isn't there? There's like Shane Cullen, isn't it?
I've genuinely no idea the Cullen dynasty.
There's a good lot. There's loads of them. I think they're fucking like family as well. Their parents and everything were it, but like, yeah. Stage and like their parents are also stage actors, Culkins and
Jesus.
Kit Cullen is their dad.
Kit Cullen, my God.
Kit Cullen.
I totally disagree. I thought both him and the wee sister were fucking brilliant actors.
Who was the wee?
Do you mean shit as in characters or as in the acting?
No, I didn't think they were shit acting. I didn't think they were shit acting.
I think the wee Cullen kid's brilliant in
I
this.
just think they deserve to die.
Do you know what I realised though? Like, because of him in this, I think he's a brilliant actor. And then Haley Joel Osment in Sixth Sense. Fucking Shyamalan can direct kids.
Yeah. So
He's-
you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm not trying to tell you. Don't.
You're trying to put it out on
Don't
this podcast.
immediately.
That you think M. Night Shyamalan,
Shut up.
right? You think M. Night Shyamalan, Philadelphia / India's greatest ever director,
I'm just saying
is good with kids?
he directs children well.
Does he? Eh? Never seen those films. Never seen those films. He does. But what else has he got? Any other? What's his other big films? No.
So, Unbreakable, I can't think of any kids in it. Lady in the Water, I can't.
That was fucking dreadful. That wasn't him, was it?
Yeah, that was him.
Shape of Water. I'm thinking of.
The Village. There will be kids in that, but none of them are particularly.
Yeah. Who gives a shit anyway?
But I'm going to go back and watch The Village again because maybe I've been too harsh. Because I was well too harsh in this.
Fucking doing that. This is not that. The Village is one of the worst films of all time. Like straight up top 5 for me, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I can't wait. We should definitely do that on this because that is just genuinely one of the worst films of all time. Let me see. Right, Rory Culkin. What's this? Rory Culkin plays a young Richie Rich. Must be a second. I thought Richie Rich was young anyway.
I thought Richie Rich was Macaulay.
It is. So he must play a young version, younger version or whatever. Let me see. Signs, you can count on me. The Zodiac. 12, Hicks, Scream 4, Intruders. Yeah, God.
So he's been in nothing really.
No,
That's surprising.
So basically, it was just Igby goes down. It runs in the family. Mean Creek, Zodiac. The Cum Scrubber.
The Cum Scrubber.
Sorry, it's Chum. The Chum Scrubber.
The Cum Scrubber.
The Cum Scrubber. What the hell? He plays Charlie Stuffle in the Cum Scrubber. What the fuck? That must be one of M. Night Shyamalan's ones, dodgy ones you're talking about.
The Cum Scrubber. Or is that's what I called my mum when I was a teenager. The Cum Scrubber.
Fuck's sake.
Mum! There's some cum needing scrubbed off this fucking duvet.
You fucking cum scrubber of a woman. That's great.
It's like lying on a cardboard box here.
I just wanted the kids to die in the film. I wouldn't necessarily say they were bad. I just hated them.
I thought they were good.
They held back shit.
I thought Mel Gibson was very good in this. I thought Joaquin Phoenix was excellent in this.
I did find it very funny when Mel Gibson was trying to he's chatting to the kids. Like, you can see the fear in the synapses of their eyes and shit. He started going into like a real and I was like, this is not helping the kids whatsoever. Or like the time when he was just like, God, when he's holding his son or whatever that's ill, and he's sitting there going like, your ex-priest of a dad sitting there going like, Dad or God, why do you hate me?
See that? I quite like that.
I was dying laughing.
I quite like the fact
I was just like, you're not helping.
I quite like the fact because I thought he had completely lost any belief in God. What I thought was much more interesting was the fact that he still believes in God, but he fucking hates him.
Yeah.
I think that's class.
That was much better, yeah.
Like if you believe in God, but you feel that God has forsaken you so much that you now actively hate him as a former minister, then Jesus, that's class.
I think it was great too, the way that at the very end, he got, because he was so traumatized by everything, he got into paedophilia.
Why you always got to bring everyone to paedophilia?
He's the one that wanted to be a priest. He went and became a priest.
He's not a priest, he's a reverend.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
What's
not even slightest. He'll be like Anglican church.
Yeah, no, I definitely knew it was a bit like that, but I presume reverends still harsh kids. Anybody gets into it.
I don't think it's a prerequisite for being in the clergy.
Just in general, I thought it was just general clergymen.
No, it's only.
Well, I didn't know that's right because you wouldn't say like rabbis are harsh on children.
No, because he's not a priest because he's got a wife.
Oh, we'll get into that. Fucking hysterical. That's some of the funniest shit. I know it was done in Scary Movie and everything, but oh my God.
What I don't understand about him being a former reverend is, so he's a reverend when his wife dies.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, he's a farmer in charge of what looks like a vast array of crops here.
Yeah.
What's the crossover there? Was he a reverend stroke farmer? Or is he somehow in 6 months, while going through the grieving process, learned how to be a farmer? Because I can't imagine.
How did he get the farm on a priest or reverend's wage?
Because that would have been, because the kid says this is the house we grew up on beforehand. So they must have had the farm anyway. So then who was maintaining the land while he was doing his religious business? Or was she a farmer? What the fuck? I don't
really get it now when you say that.
I don't understand how.
What was Joaquin doing?
Joaquin only moved in once the wife died.
Yeah.
So he'd been working at a petrol station because he'd fucked up his. They say he fucked up his baseball career, right? And it seems to be so. He holds the record for the longest home run hit. And that's the bat he's still got at home.
Yeah.
And he holds various records for being in terms of how many home runs he's got and all this and distance. But then a guy says the reason he never made it in the majors because he also holds the strikeout record.
Okay, right. So he's.
But that's not a thing that would ever discourage Major League Baseball teams.
Would it?
No, fucking most high league batters will strike out the majority of times.
Okay, right.
That's why they're getting so many fucking home runs. So that wouldn't.
Okay, right. Okay, so your bad scouts have ruined this, guys.
Yeah, like he seems to. I think he's been dealt a raw hand. I think he must have something else going on.
You think he's been a bit of a date rape or something? In
No,
college?
I don't think that.
I genuinely thought you were talking about.
No.
I wasn't trying to go for the darkest. When you said to me like a college guy going in and he wasn't drafted, I was like, oh yeah, he's molested someone.
I think. I don't know what's going on, but that's what I'd have gone for.
He's got druggy eyes.
Aye,
Joaquin.
he does. I think he's got dealt up in the narcotics.
With his brother. Oh no, what am I talking about? He's playing a character.
Aye, you talking about River Phoenix?
Yeah.
Do you know who was it that was? What famous? There was a famous actor that was there when
Depp.
River Phoenix died. Was it Depp? Aye.
Yes, Johnny Depp was Henry Westmith, wasn't it? The Viper Club.
The Viper Room. Aye.
Or Viper Room.
Aye.
All right. I actually think, I found there was quite a lot of ties, like with like something like the Lockerbie disaster. No, I'm just trying to annoy you now. Because it's a disaster from the fucking start. No, I have a couple of things I wrote about it. Right, first of all, very funny when they came in and the kids had tinfoil hats on, and they were like, "So the aliens don't get into our minds." And I was like, "It'd be really funny if you came back into the room and they had like tinfoil like things over their arsehole."
Shut up.
Like tinfoil,
So they don't probe them.
tinfoil diapers, just in case they get into my ass, Father.
Do you know what? You know what scene they skip over quite quickly? The fact that the kid stabs the dog with a barbecue implement.
That's right. Yeah,
They brush over that very, very quickly. Like at no point does the kid suffer. First of all, that's never happening. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know how old is he supposed to be in this? 10, 12 maybe?
God, I didn't think that. Oh, I don't really know good at that.
Say he's 12, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. A 12-year-old kid isn't overpowering a German Shepherd dog. And not only that, a German Shepherd dog that has now switched to predatory mode because there's aliens coming. That dog is ripping him and his sister apart. Right? So, excuse that part, ignore that part. That kid's going to be traumatized. He's just fatally stabbed his family pet with a fucking barbecue skewer. And it's just, at no point does Mel Gibson react to go, you did what? Like, you stabbed the dog.
She was dead.
It's just brushed over completely.
Yeah. It's like, no, not again. It's like, it's not the first time Rory Culkin's. They've got a subplot going on that he's becoming a serial killer. Yeah, every fucking time with the barbecue skewers. We don't even have a barbecue anymore. Yet you always have skewers somewhere. That's great.
Do you get excited when a main character in a film has asthma?
Oh, do you know what? That's not what I thought you were going to do with the alien thing. You look like an alien.
Oh no, I've not.
We've already done that.
I thought I'd brushed over that. I thought I'd brush over that this week.
Okay, yeah.
There's too many films now that where monsters look like you.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I don't think this one particularly does. I'm waiting for when we do.
Thank you, Mark.
I'm waiting for when we do I Am Legend.
Yeah,
that's the real doppelganger for you in terms of aliens.
Man. Oh, fuck! I thought you meant Will Smith. No, yeah.
But do you get excited when a main character has asthma? Do you see when a main character...
You trying to tell me, is this representation for me?
See when a main character in a film has asthma, do you feel the way that young black girls felt when they made Little Mermaid black?
Yeah, that's... yeah, sure. That was me going, representation. Yeah. Took a puff of the inhaler and I went, finally I feel seen.
Make you feel better about your life.
A white dude in his 30s.
I never knew people like me existed. Until now. They didn't in film.
They're always. You know what? I wouldn't. You know what I would actually appreciate if they weren't always fucking disastrous, nervous wimps.
Yeah.
They're always about to shit themselves to death. Like, I wouldn't mind if it was like we were watching The Beekeeper and Jason Statham takes a bang of the inhaler halfway through. Then I'd be like, yeah.
They always.
It's always a kid going, because you're.
I don't think he's particularly a wimp in this. I think he's pretty hard. Doesn't get. If I was those kids, an alien, they keep remarkably calm when aliens are attacking their house.
Okay, right.
What is a massive
Then
cliche?
again, yeah, I suppose I would be freaking.
What is a massive cliche in films is whenever someone does have asthma, particularly a child, it's always a key to defeating the enemy at the end, right? So it's not a key to defeating, but it protects him from the alien in this.
Yeah.
The main one is in It. Remember Richie? Is it Richie that has? No, Richie's the funny kid. Georgie.
No, Georgie's the one.
No, it's
that gets
Georgie's
killed.
brother.
Whatever.
Mike. Is it Mikey or something like that?
Yeah.
Whoever has.
Mikey sounds right.
They have asthma, and then they use it as battery acid against Pennywise at the end. So the inhaler is used as the weapon to kill the enemy.
Yeah, it doesn't even work like that.
Yeah.
I've tried stuff like that. Genuinely put different things in, see if it doesn't really work because it's a gas canister. So I'm always seeing that. And if you do see it in films, I'm always like,
in your inhaler, right? So I've got two questions about inhalers, right? If you were being mugged in the street, could you squirt someone in the eye with the inhaler to run off?
I used to do it on purpose. Like, it would literally only half a second, split second.
Right.
It doesn't go like,
because
they would immediately just go.
It would just be a light bit of mist, I imagine.
Yeah. I don't think the stuff's offensive enough for your eyes to even burn or anything like that. I wouldn't say it's good if you get it directly in the eye, but it's not going to blind you, I don't think.
Right.
I would still be dead over there.
It's just oxygen, isn't it?
No.
What is it?
No, there's a load of drugs in it. There's like, I don't know what salbutamol is the name of the most of the drug, or Ventolin that just.
I thought it was just air.
It opens the alveoli and you're.
Right.
No, you think that was just a small blast of air? We're still getting air. We're still getting fucking air. You think it was just a little turbo blast of air?
I thought it was extra air.
That's not. You think inhalers were extra air?
I'm not going to say I didn't think that.
Okay.
This genuinely thought there was some element where you weren't getting air directly or quickly enough.
Okay, right.
So it was like a direct blast of air.
Okay, that makes some sense, I suppose, but not.
The other, I said I had two. I said I had two. I've actually three questions. So that was one.
Yeah.
Do you ever use it to get out of a robbery? The second one. Can you put? I think you've already kind of answered this. Can you put other things in it?
No, not really. You could definitely design one, but you would have to design the exact opening and make the thing gas pressurized.
Could you put vodka in it, and then get vodka vapor and get yourself pissed?
I would say so.
Through an inhaler.
I don't think anybody really would have the time to start vaporizing vodka and making it into a gas canister to fit an inhaler. But I
it's
presume
possible.
I would say so, yeah.
Right, okay. Third question. Have you ever stuck your inhaler up your arse in a sexual manner?
In a sexual manner? I mean...
And if so, which end would you go for?
Well, there's only one ass. There's only one entrance.
Because you can either go the pushy end or you go the vapor end, and then while the vapor end's in you, you can like...
Oh my God. So you think it's either... Right, I can't believe I'm answering this in some sort of earnest way. You think it's more disgraceful if I was to like... So you think I should have the button there and I could push it and I could feel it spraying on my insides?
I'm asking what would be your preference. Would you go button end first or would you go spray end first?
I think I'd go button end first. Like, I think most people would go spray end first. So then you have the thing and you can spray it inside yourself, right? But I think it would be funnier if you were to push up and then as soon as the button hits like a kidney, it just comes back out like a...
Right, two follow-on questions from that.
Okay.
If you were to go, do you reckon you could wash out your ass if it went spray end first? Like when people use a bidet.
Okay, yeah.
Do you reckon the water vapor could wash out your ass if you went with your inhaler up your...
I mean, I presume most standard Japanese toilets would get rid of the inhalant.
But you don't think an inhaler could wash the inside of your arsehole out?
Don't think so.
Not enough pressure, not enough vapor.
Not enough vapor, more than anything.
My second question, if you stuck it up the other way, button end first, if you were to somehow find a way that your sphincter would contract to press the button, do you reckon you could, if you were on roller skates, power yourself along by pushing the vapour out? Very slowly.
You can see his hips going slightly, and he's just scooting along. Yeah. Where's the force coming from?
Because that is the kind of sport I wish to gamble on.
Aye, queefboarding. Queefboarding sounds like it would be perfect. Oh,
Do you want some trivia?
I do.
There's only 2 bits. There's very, very little in this film. I couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
The crop circles were real, not created by aliens. But Shyamalan refuses to use CGI in anything.
Good man.
So he had to get people in, farmers and stagehands in, to create that size of crop circle. Which I like the attention to detail, but fuck me, man.
Yeah, it
seems like a pain in the arse. That aye. The second was quite interesting. Up until a week before they started filming, Joaquin Phoenix wasn't in the film.
What did his dad him in?
The character was always there, but he was played by Mark Ruffalo, which I think would have been good.
Yeah, I don't.
But Ruffalo had to leave it because he had to get a tumor cut out.
Hey,
but in terms of that, to arrive on set a week before started filming and to be as good as Joaquin Phoenix is in this,
he's
pretty impressive.
He's pretty good in his stuff. Like, I'm not necessarily a massive fan, but he is good.
I like him in some things.
Yeah.
The other stuff I have is one question to you, right? The alien that's in the pantry.
Yeah.
First of all, what is your thoughts on Shyamalan basically thinking he's Alfred Hitchcock, not only with the way he makes his films, but also the way he demands, because he goes further than Hitchcock, because Hitchcock cameos were always like, oh, he's in a shop buying a loaf of bread, and he just exits and folk can go, oh, there he is. Whereas Shyamalan actually gives himself quite a prominent role in this film, like outside the 4 of them and the cop. He's like got one of the only speaking roles. And kind of drives the plot forward.
He wasn't too bad in that scene.
He's all right.
He wasn't unbelievable or anything, but he wasn't bad either.
He's all right. So when he goes into the pantry and he chops the alien's finger off, when the alien's hand comes out and Mel Gibson chops it off, I don't buy that the alien. So so he's basically saying the alien has all of his pals have left. They've gone, fuck this water dwelling place. Too much water here. Let's get out of here. And he's stayed back and gone, nah, I've got a score to settle with this fucking ex-reverend who chopped my 2 fingers off. I'm not leaving until I've taken him out.
Vindictive bastard of an alien.
It's a mental idea. Absolutely mental idea.
Yeah, you feel like that's something when it was written down on paper, they were like, can we just, that doesn't sound right.
That's a bit I found.
Leave it.
I found that why they didn't need to make it the same alien that he chopped his fingers off. Just make it an entirely different alien that's been left behind.
The one just waiting in the fucking thing.
That's mental. The second thing is, obviously, Joaquin Phoenix beats this alien to death with a baseball bat. What do they do with the body afterwards?
Oh, yeah.
Do you hand it over or do you keep it about?
You'd have to ring someone. I don't know who you'd ring. Ringing the Edinburgh County Council. I don't know who to ring here.
What bin does this go in? That's an alien here. Right. Yeah, one of those ones, the water ones.
We'll send you out a purple bin. Just keep them under ice for a couple of months. A couple of weeks till it comes.
Stick him in the pool. Stick him in the bath, he'll disintegrate.
Do you know, like... I hate that. That's right, the waterfalls. I mean, basically it beats it to death in the waterfalls.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what would be real bad for if you were one of those aliens? Chinese drip torture.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because Jesus Christ, it must be like torture to them. Sorry, but yeah, Chinese drip torture would be.
The only other things I have are when they're trying to, the news report is on about the aliens, and the wee kids going, Rory Culkin is going, right, we're going to have to tape this because like science books are going to be rewritten. And then he goes, I'm going to go and grab a tape, and he brings it, and then the wee girl goes, no, not my ballet recital. And he's like, we need to fucking tape this. And then Mel Gibson's like, just find another tape. and then he brings out Joaquin Phoenix. He's like, I'm going to use your tape, Uncle Merrill. And it says swimsuit edition on it or something. It's basically a porno. I think it would have been very funny if he put it in and hit play instead of record.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon that would probably be more distressing to the children
I do, it was so funny.
than an alien invasion to just turn it on and it's just slapping cheeks.
Just ball bag up on the... ball bag jiggling
No,
on
don't
the...
take over this.
It's the only video I have of your mother. It's the only video I have left of your mother, kids.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
It'd be so
If
horrific.
it was the last, oh, my God. Joaquin Phoenix has been filming Gibson and the wife horsing it. And it's the only memory. You know, some people listen to old voicemails. That's the only living footage he's got.
The alien loves kids. He's just trying to get them out. He's like, this guy's a fucking beast.
Oh,
That's so funny. That's the only video.
The only remaining footage is a clandestinely, sneakily taped sex tape by Joaquin Phoenix hiding in their cupboard.
Only up the arse, basically.
God.
The only video they have. I was going to wait till you're at least. I swear if he was like, he left the age far too thing. He was like, I was going to wait till you were at least 13 before I showed you this. Oh. Yeah.
I reckon it. I don't know who to blame for the mum dying.
Oh, God.
Well,
it's so funny.
it is God's
Proper
fault,
Mr.
really.
Bean death.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny as hell.
Yeah.
Stupid as fuck. There's no reason for him to make that death so stupid.
She's basically been held together by the truck. So if the truck gets reversed, she just halves.
I loved it. That's so funny. If they were, I read here it's like she's she's actually held together by the car, and you can just see him like furiously trying to jam the gear into reverse. So fucking help me.
But you can kind of blame. Right, here's my questions about this. Gibson's a reverend, right? So he's not in that night because he arrives back from reverending.
Yeah.
And the policewoman says, how much do you know? And she's like, well, I just get in and found out she was out a walk, right? So he's not been in the house, right? So first of all, she's out walking in the dark on her own in the countryside, right? So she's partly to blame.
Yeah.
Why the fuck's she out the house?
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Why is she out the house? Who's looking after the two kids? Because this is only 6 months. The two kids are still only 6 months younger than they are in the film.
Yeah.
Who's looking? Because Meryl doesn't live. Joaquin Phoenix doesn't live there because he only moves in when she dies. So the two kids are left on their own.
Yeah.
In the farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. She's out for a walk in the dark. Where's she up to? What's she up to? I think there's an affair. I think she's having an affair.
Where is he coming from at that time of night?
Who?
Gibson.
So Gibson's been out doing reverend work.
Yes, I was saying, do you do reverend work at night?
Even more than that, why the fuck? So she's partly to blame for her dying. M. Night Shyamalan's definitely partly to blame because even though you can't really, well, you can blame people when they fall asleep at the wheel and cause an accident because there's tiredness things. You can't blame people if they have a heart attack at the wheel. I think that's just an accident. People falling asleep isn't an accident. His reason for falling asleep is he says, oh, I was out working so late. That would fly if he was a surgeon or an ER doctor. He's a fucking vet. Who's doing vet stuff after midnight at night?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
There's a whole deer in the back as well that got fucking...
So, I think... Here's my theory, right? There is a big theory that I'm going to tell you that's online, right?
Right.
About the whole film in general. My theory is the wife, Shyamalan, having an affair.
I see.
Right? She's leaving the kids at night, right? She knows when Gibson's out doing ministerial work is the only time that she'll be able to go out. She's so into Shyamalan that she didn't give a shit about the kids. She's just left them in the house.
He's fasting during the day so we can only eat her out after the night.
Jeez.
I see where you're going with this.
So there's no reason for him to be vetting at night
No.
because vets very. I don't know vets. I don't imagine are very rarely out.
By the way, when I was a kid, I used to think an army vet was someone in the army that took care of animals. I honestly think I believed that till I was at least 16.
What?
Genuinely thought he was this guy's an army vet. I just thought it meant like till I was like genuinely.
But there's hardly any animals in the army.
I know.
There's
I
like
was
bomb
just like
disposal dogs and that's it.
Yeah, I just thought there was.
It's not like they ride horses into battle
in
anymore.
case they accidentally clipped a cow or something. You've been an army vet. I reckon I was at least 16 by the time I found out that's not what that meant.
So I think
It's the same way as I thought you wore caps and you got 100 caps for Ireland.
you do get given a cap, though.
You do?
You do.
Have we done this before?
No. You do get, if you reach 100 cap, each time you play for your country, you get given a cap.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
So I was right on that.
Yeah. You do get an actual physical cap.
I feel better about life.
I don't know if it's every game, but certainly when you reach a milestone. I know when you reach 50 caps for Scotland, you get given a cap from the SFA.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's a physical cap. I mean, it's not like a baseball. It's not like a fucking Mets baseball cap.
Sure.
It's an old felt cap, but you do get it.
Okay.
So yeah, I think the two of them are having an affair.
Yeah.
She's threatened to break it to the town. It's such a small town that they'd both be ostracised.
It would ruin
He
it.
loses veterinary practice. They've had an argument in the truck. She stormed off. He's gone. My only option now is to take her out, make it look like an accident.
This makes perfect sense.
He plows her into a tree, knowing that his secret's safe. That's why he's so racked with guilt afterwards. Because I don't think you'd.
Would he leave her in half slightly breathing though?
But he's got no. I don't think he's got enough control over that. I don't think he can. Because if you hit someone like that, you can't then reverse and go again. Because forensics are going to go. Why the fuck did you keep hitting them? That seems insane. Why did
I was panicking.
Why did you reverse over them? What's the like? So he's hit them. He's had once. He doesn't know. This is the first time he's ever run someone over. So he doesn't know the cause and
He's an
effect.
Indian driver.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. And that's absolute cuts, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I've just been trying to annoy you for some reason the last 10 minutes. This theory though,
Cold War, doesn't it?
Like it would make sense definitely, especially if she got out of the car when they had an argument and he was like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know.
And I think Gibson's been having doubts about his own faith up till this. This might be partly why she's now having the affair with M. Night Shyamalan. She's then told him this, going, oh, he's having fucking doubts. Shyamalan goes, do you know what? If I take her out, I'm scot-free because he'll blame God.
Oh,
He's already got God on his radar anyway.
You think, my God, he knows what he's doing. Hands in many pies.
Yeah. So there you go.
I think that, to be honest, that's one I will be like, yes. And yeah, there's always a theory in a Cullen movie.
Exactly. See, the main theory online is that the aliens don't actually exist. This is what helps explain away the water. The aliens aren't actually aliens. What the aliens are everybody's inner demons, right? And they have to.
What a load of fucking shit.
They have to face their inner demons to defeat them, right? So the wee kid, his inner demon is the fact that he's got asthma, but it's actually asthma that helps him survive because his lungs close up. Is that what happens? Your lungs close up?
Yeah, basically.
So that's why the alien isn't able to gas him, because your lungs close up, right? So he's faced his inner demons. The wee girl's inner demons are, she's ridiculously OCD about the water.
Yeah.
So it's the fact that, they fucking overly, I don't really know. People criticise it for foreshadowing it too much, but I don't know how else she would have done it.
Yeah.
With the wee glasses of water.
Yeah.
So that's what ends up defeating the aliens, so she can then face her inner demons. Joaquin's inner demons are the fact that he's fucked up his baseball career, but it's his baseball career that ends up saving the family. And then Gibson's inner demons are obviously the Jews, yeah. So that never really gets resolved, which is why he still
a trip to Palestine afterwards.
Which is why he still bears a grudge to this day. But yeah, and the idea is that he faces it because well, he's lost any kind of faith and that there's a higher power looking over us. But then he realizes that all of this stuff has happened because of a higher power. Like, which is a bit of a shitty thing if it is just God to go, your wife has to die for you all to survive. Your son has to suffer from asthma for you all to survive. Your brother has to fuck up his career for you all to survive. Your kid has to be an OCD maniac for you to... That's a bit...
It's harsh.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of religious iconography in this. The fact that they have a Last Supper.
Yeah. Oh, God, I didn't even think of that.
And a lot of people say that the water is holy water.
I was also
That's why it kills the demons, because he's a reverend. Technically, all water in his house will be blessed anyway, so it becomes holy water, which is why it burns their skins.
I think it's shite.
So there you go.
I think your theory is way more plausible.
Oh, I think mine's...
But also, by the way, I think your theory definitely holds a lot more legs. I also thought you said about the Last Supper, though, I would have been rationing there. I was like, well, this fucking cunt's terrible at rationing. The man was taking orders.
I thought this. I was like, how can you possibly have this amount of food?
He's just like whipping out, cheeseburger. You want
different types of foods as well.
Spaghetti, no problem. I'll do this.
So she asked for spaghetti. I get that, right? But remember, they're in the middle of nowhere, so they're getting supplies in once a week.
Yeah.
Spaghetti, I'll give you. Tin tomatoes, right? Spaghetti, that's easy to make. French toast, pretty easy to make because bread and eggs. The cheeseburger,
maybe.
he probably had burgers in, buns. Fair enough. Phoenix Hot Away, chicken teriyaki. Fuck off if you get everything in for chicken teriyaki when you live in the middle of the country. Fuck off.
You can have a boiled egg.
Chicken teriyaki.
You can boiled egg and ham, you little shit.
Fucking
chicken teriyaki.
The best stocked pantry I've ever seen in my life.
And he just fucking burst into tears eating it. That was great. The only other two things that Joaquin Phoenix hits the light with his axe, and he's smashes it. I was like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You absolute idiot. I was hoping he would die after that. The other fucking hilarious one is when Mel Gibson's looking at was looking at the news and he goes, move children, vamos.
Yeah, vamos.
He just goes, vamos, kids. And I was like, fucking, no need for it in the thing. I was like, that's the one where I was like, if I was M. Night, I'd be like, I feel like M. Night's made him say it because a normal director, a normal one, a decent one would be like, can you just not say move, vamos, kids?
People lost their fucking shit about that online.
Really?
Because it's in Brazil. They would never say vamonos because they speak Portuguese. So Portuguese people in Brazil are like going, what the fuck's this guy fucking yelling Spanish at us for? Like, this is not...
Vamos, kids. It's great. He's just racist then. Konnichiwa. What? Tavares. Yeah. Dig him out. Kids, dig him out.
But apart from how stupid it is, I think it's very, very suspenseful and a lot scarier than I remembered. It's a lot jumpier.
I didn't find it scary at all. I did find it funny. I didn't think it was terrible though. But I did 5 out of 10. That's what I'm giving.
I'd go a strong 7.
Okay, 5 out of 10. Yeah, I thought it was too stupid for that. But good one for the movie.
Right, what we do next week?
I don't have the DVD with me, but I'll bring it in because I was delighted when I found it. I'll give you a clue. You have to guess it from the two people it stars. John Voight.
Right.
Ice Cube.
Anaconda.
We finally get to do Anaconda.
Excellent.
I can't wait.
Fantastic.
Jennifer Lopez
in it as well. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is this where John Voight just fucking
he's slightly
overacts every single...
No, he's slightly tanned up because he's meant to be like a Paraguayan Sherpa. So he starts sentences in this by, it's been ages since I've seen it, but he starts it in like a Latino, kind of like...
Amazing.
It's worse than Scarface, where he's just like, starts off Latino, but it ends the sentence in his normal voice.
Incredible.
Like, here is the water, so get in there and get that fucking snake. They're like, he's so bad, and it's amazing. Big fan.
Brilliant. Cheers for listening. Please get in touch. I always forget to say this, but please get in touch if you want to say anything to us. We're on Instagram and Twitter at Absolute Cuts. Get on the Patreon as well. We've just done a Patreon about where we talk about 3 people each that we think must die.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a Patreon now where we're going to list our top 5 aliens.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's cool. Leave us a review if you can. Just like Friday, we've uploaded 5-star review. It helps you out there to boost us back up. And then all of our links and stuff, tours, specials, Cullen specials out, my specials out, we've posted to so please go down and look at them. They'll all be in the podcast description. But apart from that,
Yeah.
vamonos!
Vamos.